As the sun rises on the morning of July 2nd, 1944, the fall of the Golden Age begins. It all started with 3 radio transmissions throughout the Axis powers, working their way to the Allies and the United States, eventually making their way to the High Command of S.H.I.E.L.D., and more specifically, the hands of Dr. Phineas Horton, fresh from the presses.
Oh, hot diggity! How you gonna tell Fury? Fury! What, Horton? Spit it out already! We can end this war tonight, sir! What do you mean, son? Our spies, nestled inside of Zemo's fortress, are telling us that the Germans are running out of options. So they're doing something called Deserstoren, which I have no clue what that is, but what we do know is it's their final Hail Mary. Well, wahoo then! Guess tonight we're gonna light up the crowds like 4th of July. And when we do, sir, no, we're gonna win the war. Prep the stealth ship, Horton. We're gonna have a very eventful night.
As the troops prepare for battle, tensions among the S.H.I.E.L.D. base run high, and none of that is more apparent than in the equipment room of the base, where a nervous Steve Rogers paces in his civilian outfit.
Okay, Stevie, this shouldn't be a problem. You can lift a tank and punch out Nazis.
But you, somehow, can't ask out a dame?
How long have you been standing there, Buck?
Long enough to know that somebody's a nervous wreck? Let me take a wild guess here. Peg?
Yeah, I just don't know how I can ask her.
Well, Miss Carter, how do you feel about being Miss America?
I don't think that'll work, Buck. She's British.
Well, that's not the point, Cap. Be bold. Be a little out there. Be the man you are on the battlefield. The leader, the commander, not this nervous, nerdy wreck.
If you're such a dating whiz, why don't you have a dame on your arm?
Kind of hard to find another 16-year-old on base. You have no excuse, though, Rogers. Just ask her out.
What would we even be doing? I don't know the first thing about...
Dancing, Cap. Should always be dancing.
No, good idea, kid. I'll get some flowers to give her beforehand.
Steve walks down the hallway, fiddling with his thumbs, trying to think of the perfect thing to say to Peggy. But then...
Oh, Peggy, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to walk into you, I just wasn't paying attention.
No, you're fine. What has caught you in such a hurry?
Well,
Be bold. Be a little out there. Be the man you are on the battlefield. The leader, the commander. Not this nervous, nerdy wreck.
Damn it, Bucky. Well, Peggy, actually, I wanted to see if you'd maybe want to,
Go dancing? Yes. Assuming you survive the end of the war tonight, yes.
How did you know?
I have my ways, Rogers. Now, 11 o'clock sharp. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Attaboy, Cap!
Where the hell?
In the skies of Germany, one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s stealth ships flies through the air with Captain America and Bucky in tow. To ensure a perfect operation, Fury instructed no other person to be aboard the plane outside of Steve and Bucky. Even the person piloting the plane was one of Horton's androids.
Buck, you know how important this mission is, right?
Yeah, Cap. This mission could make or break the war effort here.
You do understand how imperative it is that this mission succeeds, right?
Cap, what are you getting at here?
I want you to take the plane back to base.
What? I'm ready to do this, Cap. We can do this.
This mission has too many variables and can be wildly dangerous for a kid to be involved in.
Cap, I'm just 15. I can do this.
This is an order, Bucky. I don't want you getting hurt. You have a long life ahead of you. I don't want you to cut it short by playing hero.
Please, just let me help, Cap.
Stand down, soldier.
We both know no one else will have your back down there.
Stand down, soldier.
Okay, boss.
Radio into base and tell him I'm dropping in, Buck.
And with the click of a button, Captain America dives out of the aircraft, shield in front of his face, torpedoing down to the soil. He strikes the ground running, working his way through the thick German forest, taking out the occasional guard, until he makes it behind a rock where he can get a better view of the newly changed castle.
What in God's name?
S.H.I.E.L.D. says they've altered the base to make up for some kind of rocket.
What the hell are you doing, Bucky? I told you to stay on the ship.
Nuh-uh, Cap. We're gonna finish this how we started. Together.
Fine. Stay behind me, though.
Wahoo!
Fury's gonna kill you if you keep doing that, you know.
You can sure as hell try.
Inside the reconstructed fortress, Baron Zemo sits in his big, ornate throne, glass of red wine in hand. He is tense. The anticipation for what he has planned tonight is very high. He fiddles with a dagger in his hands to pass the time.
I hear you, Zola.
This all of the years, it would be hard not to.
Do you have anything for me, Zola?
As always, I do. My drone sends the presence of 2 men working their way through the castle.
So? Send one of the robots after them.
You misunderstand me, sir. The 2 men are a boy no older than 16 and a perfect physical specimen.
The captain and his show pony.
I would figure you would want to deal with them personally.
And you would be right, Dr. Zola. Go fetch me mine sword. It is time for Captain America's last stand!
Back outside, Captain America and Bucky Barnes have made their way throughout the castle. They eventually reach an impasse where there is a massive steel door blocking the way through.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, Cap, and say this is whoever the hell dares their starter is.
Seems like it. Buck, do you have the dynamite?
Never leave without it.
Good.
Bucky quickly runs over to the door, placing a few pieces of dynamite at the hinges. Before Bucky can light the explosives, Steve interrupts.
Don't light the explosives yet, Buck. I want to try something.
So what are you gonna do here?
Watch and learn, kid.
The captain throws his shield at the fuses for the dynamite, and with sparks of the reaction lights them before the shield returns back to his arm.
Dang, Cap. That was impressive.
Now let's move forward, soldier. Let's end this godforsaken war.
What is this, Cap?
Is it some kind of missile? Looks large enough to destroy all the United States.
And much, much more.
Baron Zemo. Of course you're behind this.
Of course, Herr Rogers. I had to make sure I was at the scene of the crime. Then it comes the death of your beloved America.
Of course it's Hitler's boot kisser. We beat him 100 times. How about one more?
Like how you think, kid. Disarm the rocket. Zemo's mine.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Captain America runs across the steel metal floors of the launch chamber towards the purple masked menace with vengeance in his eyes. The Hydra commander rushes towards the Star-Spangled Man, ornate sword in hand, armed to pierce through the chest of Rogers. Hits the indestructible shield first.
Sentinel of Liberty. Pshaw! You look just like a man to me. And a fragile one at that.
And you look like another hate monger in a mask.
Zemo makes another slash, tearing part of the captain's shirt off, just barely piercing him.
You're gonna have to try harder than that to bring me down.
That will be an invitation I will gladly accept.
As Zemo and the captain brawl it out, Bucky Barnes is deep inside the missile trying to find its core and dearm it.
I'm so glad Pa taught me how to work with engines. Now I just gotta apply that to a 5-ton missile. Okay, so Horton told me red with green. Wait, now wasn't it blue with green? Wouldn't red and green arm it? Oh, God.
10, 9.
Oh, God.
8.
Bucky's still in there.
6.
I didn't say you could leave yet, propaganda machine.
Can it, Ratsy?
And with one final swing of his shield, Captain America sends Baron Zemo flying into a control panel covering Zemo's face and body with electrical burns.
It burns! soldiers!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch initiated.
Stephen jumps onto the rocket as it blasts off, making his way up it, going to the open panel Bucky is trapped in. The G-force of the rocket causes his every movement to have thousands of pounds of pressure stopping him from advancing. By the time Steve reaches Bucky, the pair are already above the Arctic.
Grab my hand, Buck!
I can't. My arm is stuck in the wires.
Fight, Buck, fight! We still need to try and disarm the missile!
I know a way, Cap. She's not gonna like it.
What do you mean?
It pains me to tell the next part of my tale. Bucky did something altering the course of history forever. He kicks Captain America in the face,
Bucky!
launching him into the Arctic Sea below. Captain America freezes beneath the icy waves while Bucky reaches the end of his first life inside the rocket. As Steve falls asleep under the sub-zero temperatures, he thinks how he will never give Peggy that dance.
Fury's log, 304. It's been 2 weeks since Captain America and Bucky Barnes died, protecting the world and helping to end the Great War. We and Namor searched for their bodies, but neither were recovered. The world still doesn't know the pair have passed. America's focus is beginning to divert from the superhero, and now caring more about the soldier. I know Steve would have wanted them to think about the boots on the ground. Let that be his legacy. Thank you. Rest well, soldiers.
Directed by John Keller and Connor Dilworth. Written by John Keller. Featuring the voice talents of Connor Dilworth as Captain America, Phineas Horton, Nick Fury, Baron Zemo, and Arnim Zola. Grayson Luther as Bucky Barnes. Zoe Hebert as Peggy Carter. And Thomas Barker as Uatu the Watcher. Thank you.